country people, I greet you all according to your time and your location. My people, yesterday when it be saying at 29th, 29th day of August 2023, make 3 good months when it be say our President Bola Ahmed Tinubu enter post. My people, these 3 months when he don't enter, so military don't take over for 2 African countries, my people. Hey, what is that one they tell us now? That one they let us they know now. Say that result when it be say next chairman, he announced that they say people not they pleased with him because 2 military coup now it don't happen, so one just the happen for Gabon. Gabon military don't take over when it be say their president before he hand over, see they come out, he leave him for his son. As he get come out, his son take over. My people, they say this will not be regime of father and son and family regime. And more can remember say now this one Tinubu still do for Lagos since 1999 they come. Tinubu now they detect who they enter governor for Lagos. Now they detect am, now they talk, now they detect am. And now this one don't make Tinubu, don't they get all their power. APC people, they don't they shake, they don't they vibrate. Say, make it not come be say, military can still take over for Nigeria. My people not be smarting. And 2 people don't still come and don't still come blast the regime for South region. They don't come out. Bishop Adeoye of Osun State, he don't come outside. He described the regime saying that the worst regime so far. He said for 3 months when he be say don't rule, say Nigerians are suffering. He says it's on the 29th when he be say they swear in. He said that day now Nigerians start to suffer. He said this will not be regime at all. The other man still come out, he still blast the regime again. He said people are suffering. If you think say they just a smile, he said no smiling anywhere. My people are beg. Make una just hear this, make una just watch this video, make una just see as they take blaster, and make una just see how South people don't still come outside though. This one not be saying that South people, I know say they not they quit they talk, but this one they don't they talk because everybody, both the rich they cry these days. Don't be only the poor like they cry. The both the rich they cry these days. My people are beg. This one are Queen's TV. If today na your first time we they watch my video, what you they wait for? Now me the Ogbonge Queen's TV. Put your hand for the follow button. May you follow me so that anytime when you be say I upload new video, now you go be the first person when you go be say you go get the video. And to my followers, thank you very much for sharing my video. Thank you for liking my video. As you dey watch this video, make sure say you dey share am. As you dey share am, make sure say you don't like am first before you dey share am. Thank you very much. I will see you on my next video. Bye bye. Just watch this video.
Of the fictional Common Sense People's Party. And yes, another military takeover. This time around, it is in Gabon. And it came after a shabby election, a rigged election. The military stood up and said, no, we cannot continue like this. Enough is enough. And they decided to oust the civilian government. You cannot continue to maltreat the people. You cannot continue in illegality. And you think that the people will not react. Now, look at it from this angle. Just after 90 days of Tinubu in office, we have seen 2 military takeovers in Africa. What does this tell you? This tells you that what Professor Mahmoud Yakubu did on the 25th of February and the subsequent announcement of Tinubu that followed has sent a message to all other African countries that these civilians calling themselves Democrats are even worse than the military and they are just scamming the people. Now, before I show you a video of the announcement of the military takeover by the Gabon military, let me quickly show you how Tinubu continues to lose popularity in the Southwest. This time around, 2 prominent people from the Southwest have come out to condemn him. The first man, Bishop Adeoye, a popular bishop from Osun State, perfectly summarized the 3 months of Tinubu in office, and he called it a total disaster. Listen to how he said it. Your administration has plunged Nigerians into extreme hardship, Bishop Adeoye to Tinubu. An Osun-based right activist and cleric, Bishop Seun Adeoye, has described President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's 3 months in charge as a period of extreme hardship and untold suffering for the majority of Nigerians. He said this in a statement on Tuesday, expressing his displeasure at the current situation in the country. Today, 29th of August, marks 3 months of Tinubu's government. But within these 3 months, businesses are collapsing. People are becoming jobless. Hunger now pervades the land. And many who appear to be alive are just walking corpses. Oh, let the truth be told. This ground is not running. Mr. President, it has been 3 months of extreme hardship and suffering for Nigerians, and it is virtually becoming unbearable. You and your family are up there in a secured Aso Rock. Those who surround you are big men. They can't feel the pains the way we, the people, do. Igboro Reni. I mean, people are not happy at all. We cannot pretend there is sadness everywhere. Is there anything new done by this administration that has never been done? None. Our city boy almost dragged us into war with Niger Republic, while terrorists, bandits, and kidnappers are still having their few days in our own country. The other day, soldiers were slaughtered in Niger State, and some intending youth coppers were kidnapped in Zamfara. A new government ought to have even shown some signs of strength, but killings in Plateau, Niger, and Benue states and other places were manifestations of continuity of the past. Subsidy is gone, but the so-called palliative are mere political statements. A 5 billion largesse to a state with 5 million population is just 1,000 naira per person. Yet, prices of foodstuffs and transportation have gone up astronomically, and the masses are crying. Mr. President, your 100,000 bags of rice per state is a huge joke. It can't go 1 Congo or Mudu each per family. I don't trade in foreign currency, but how is the dollar market today compared to when you took over? Soon, very soon, we will be overwhelmed by propaganda and sponsored performance statistics. But the fact remains that this government has not only taken food off the tables of the masses, but has successfully taken smiles off their cheeks, he said. Oh, these are the kind of clerics we need in Nigeria. Not people like Kumuyi that will be saying that we should trust Tinubu. Now, let me show you the video of the announcement of that military takeover in Gabon. See the video.
Senior members of the military are said to have appeared on television saying they are now in control of the country. They've also announced the cancellation of elections and all institutions have been dissolved.
30 août 2023, nous, forces de défense et de sécurité, réunis au sein du comité pour la transition et la restauration des institutions.
Okay, there will be no need to bother you further with that video because they were actually speaking French. But you saw that the military have clearly taken over in Gabon. And this has sent fear into the hearts of APC members, Tinubu, and their supporters. Quick shivers running down their spine. Social media everywhere, APC supporters are silent. They are scared, as if to say they are thinking they will be next. Because of how they manipulated elections in Gabon, the military in Gabon became angry and said enough is enough. This man, Ali Bongo, who has been ousted now, he's succeeded his own father, who spent 40 years in office. And then he was leaving, he brought his son in, and his son wants to continue. Does this make sense? And this is very similar to what Tinubu is doing in Lagos. After spending 8 years in office since 1999, nobody can become governor in Lagos if you don't come through Tinubu. He chooses all the governors, and that is why he is scared. That is why APC members are scared, because they know that what these people are rejecting is their own constant practice. That is their own tradition. That's why they are so afraid. Election rigging, thuggery, and perpetual hold onto power are the things that make up Tinubu as a person. And that is what is being rejected now in Gabon. And it is happening at a time that INEC just rigged an election for him. That is why the fear and the tension is so much in their camp. Especially now that Tinubu is losing grounds and popularity seriously in the Southwest. And talking about that, let me show you how the second prominent man from the Southwest, even though most people will say, this man, he dey behave like say, well. No! Forget about the messenger. Listen to the message. Listen to what this man said.
Government that is asking the poor to tighten their belts cannot afford a bloated waistline. A reduction in the size of government will ultimately translate to a reduction in the cost of governance. By nominating 48 ministers, the president is about to set a record for the highest number of ministers since 1999. This is not the kind of record expected of a supposed reform-minded government. In a world of cutting-edge nations, in which governance is becoming lean and agile, what does the president need 48 ministers? Or a cabinet of close to 70 persons for, other than the distribution of patronage? It is hypocritical for a government that has subjected Nigerians to untold hardship by adopting neoliberal policy prescriptions to then turn around and expand the size of government, thereby violating a core aspect of the same neoliberal principles. That, Mr. President, does not constitute genuine reforms. It is governance by political convenience. Truth be told, certain ministerial appointments and that of the current APC chairman by consensus illustrate the error that proceeds from the ruler, as stated by the preacher in Ecclesiastes chapter 10, 5-7. He reads, and I quote, "There is an evil I have seen under the sun, as an error proceeding from the ruler. Folly is set in great dignity, while the rich sit in a lowly place. I've seen servants on horses, while princes walk on the ground like servants." It does appear, Mr. President, that by your appointments, there's a reward for bad behavior and mediocrity in our polity.
You heard him. A leopard can never change its spots. This is who this man is. This is what he represents. Anytime he's in government, the rich get richer while the poor get poorer. And to make it worse this time around, he even stole this mandate. So there is no obligation to even use it for the good of the people. Just as Dikechukwu Merije would say, nobody who steals political power uses it for the good of the people. And that is why we are saying, as a people, we must come together and challenge the judiciary to do the right thing, to get these people out of office. A case has been placed before the judiciary. This is not a matter of the people begging the judiciary to do the will of the people. We are just saying, look at the case before you this time around. Don't even think about the will of the people. Think about the Constitution and the electoral laws. You do the right thing. You swore an oath to protect the Constitution. That is what we are asking you to stand by. Be true to your calling in order not to bring chaos to this country. Pass judgment according to the dictates of that constitution and the electoral laws without fear and without favor. And the people will stand behind you. There will be no repercussion because no single individual or a political party can be bigger than the entire people of this country. And that is why we are urging you to do the right thing. And we earnestly expect the day where we go pass that judgment. For the sake of those of us who dey this country now, and for the sake of the children yet unborn. But until then...